Welcome to the Tone Jerks Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle McIntyre.
And I'm the other host, Brian McIntyre.
It's like people are going to be like, what is going on here? I'm Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Kyle McIntyre.
All right. Kyle, what is new in your world? What is shaking? What is grooving?
Oh, man. This past week...
We're doing a late night.
Yeah.
We're doing a night cast here, so it's like fucking... This is Tone Jerks
The
After
sun
Dark.
never sets on the Jerk Lounge,
This
though.
is Tone Jerks After Dark, baby.
Usually after dark.
Working on the night cast.
9 to 5.
Twerking 9 to 5.
So I started doing some heavy...
Lift.
I guess, yeah. Oh, God. Boy, am I sore. No,
Boy, my arm's tired.
it's a heavy service or heavy... work on the El Camino. So I was driving it for a while, for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and a project that I've wanted to do for like the past 5, maybe 4 or 5 years. I know. Well, I've gathered parts for that long. Like I've like constantly, I have the parts for this huge overhaul I want to do. I want to do disc brake conversion. I want to change the rubber. I want to do the steering. And there are a couple of components I needed to get. So I finally got it all. Started working on it this past weekend. God damn. It's the most work I've ever done on this car before. By myself.
Yeah.
I have, some assistance from your dad, right?
Yeah.
He knows these cars.
Moral support.
Moral support. He sits in this chair and...
Eats Nature Valley biscuits.
He asks where the Nature Valley biscuits are when he first gets here. Where's his ice cold water?
Where's this? Can I get on the internet on this thing? On your computer? Can I get in? Do you have internet in here?
So yeah, fire up that internet. Like I have to start an engine or something. Warm it up. Blow out the engine. So
gotta let it warm up.
So I'm on my back, right? I'm turning these big ass bolts that are like 55 years old, right? I'm cranking these things.
Cranking these bolts.
Yeah, my arms are tired, so I let him down. I put him down. I'm like stretching. He's like, "What are you doing? You taking a break?" Well, yes. I can't feel my fucking hands.
It's fucking Sunday. Even the Lord rested.
Yeah, and it's hot. It's it's like 85 degrees. It's not really that bad, but it's like sunny.
It's hotter than it's been, yeah.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm getting used to it. And I'm just, arms cramping up. What are you doing? I'm stretching my muscles.
We talked about like the other week where you were like, getting the weeds whacked, and it's like, oh, that's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. How could that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not as strong as I once was.
Yeah, gotta switch hands.
Yeah, switched up a bit. So
the only hands that you're on there.
So I pulled like the whole steering, the front end, pulled the springs on it. I've never had to do that. I had to compress a spring that's 19 inches long, basically. I had to compress it down to 14 inches with a device. They call it the Widowmaker.
Yeah.
So trying to not, it's kind of intimidating, basically. You this huge spring, you're putting it under tension and compressing it, and then you're taking it out of the car. It's like you're removing a fucking bomb. Oh, basically.
Yeah, if that went off,
if something
fucked.
Breaks or like it shoots out, there's a part that's like kind of not flimsy, but it's like it's not attached to anything, just sitting there with compression. So your dad's like, watch out, don't aim it at you. Make sure you aim it laterally away from yourself. If that thing goes,
you can kill yourself. I'm like,
wear the face shield. Yes, thanks,
you, Dan.
So I pulled off that stuff and got to replace some of the hardware on it. I'm going to put it back on, but it might be a couple weeks. So right now the car has like 2 front wheels. Like that's it. It's just, there's nothing there. It's just like floating.
Looks like the cars and like
getting ready to go ET mode.
Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah.
But they're just like about ready to get crushed into cubes.
Dang.
They can't move. They're just
So I think I talked about it last time with getting the tool cabinet and the table.
Yes.
So I picked it up over the weekend. By the way, anytime you order something online, let's say you're going to go pick it up or deliver it or whatever, probably should look at the weight. I'm just saying. So the table I got in was like 250 pounds.
That is a lot.
So that's just the table I got, like the work table.
Mm-hmm.
The cabinet I got was 700 pounds.
I don't even know how you got this in here.
So the day I was going to take the El Camino apart, I got an email that said the cabinet had arrived. I had already picked up the table.
Yeah.
The cabinet was at Home Depot. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to fucking go get it. I could have gone in my work truck, I guess, and done it. But I went in the El Camino. Got it into, let's see, it was in two pieces. So the top part and the bottom part. Top part was like 240 pounds or something. The bottom part was 480 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
So
yeah. It is a hell of a. It's like a giant tool chest.
It's huge.
It is. I don't know. I mean, it looks exactly like I just said. It's a giant tool chest. It's what it fucking is. It is.
It's like 56 or something inches wide.
700 pounds of tool chest.
Yeah,
and
but I got it all into the bed of the El Camino, and I think the max weight is like 500 pounds or something.
So you said, fuck it.
But yeah,
it's only like 2 miles. So
I have I have like new shocks on there, and they're, and I probably should have pumped them up more.
Yeah,
I had let air out because I was going over bumps, and like it was like was not giving any, so it was like rocketing off of like speed bumps, like going low
it's like
speed.
The Rocketeer over there.
Yeah,
yeah,
Rocket Man. And so I picked it up. Like we had to have like a team of people load it into the back, and I think they were still like, "The fuck you doing? Why are you taking this?" One of the guys asked me, "Is this like a real old car?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay."
Like,
that was that was it. Like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Don't. I didn't even close it wouldn't fit in with, I had the gate down, basically, tailgate.
Yeah.
I'm like, this thing is like, the back piece is 480 some pounds. If it falls out, I mean, I probably won't be able to pick this up and put it back in the car, but it's probably not going to slide out. I'm not going to be doing, not be going very fast.
You didn't strap it down or anything?
No, I didn't strap it down.
God.
I just drove off.
You're the fucking.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I usually play things safe and.
You're like gonna be the star of the fail videos.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys.
So I got it in there, and because it was so locked in there. I'm like, it's not coming out. I'm not. I didn't even bring straps. I was like, that's how confident I was.
Yeah,
it's stupid, but I had to get it out of the bed. That was another thing where it's like, cool. That was only phase 1.
Yeah.
You brought it to the
yeah, like 4 guys help you load it in. Like, how are you gonna get it out?
So I backed my work truck up to it, which I have a lift gate.
Yeah.
So I had to get the right level, right? And then slide it in onto lift gate, which was tough. And then lower it down, and then I took all the wrapping and shit off of it. It was on a pallet, which was nice. Took it off the pallet. And then I put the wheels on while it was basically, I hung it over the back ledge of the lift gate, and I put 2 wheels on, and then I pulled out some more, put 2 more wheels on, and then I had to jack it up with my jack, put wood blocks on it, lock the wheels, and then put the other 2 wheels. So there's actually 6 wheels on this thing.
Yeah, it's a hell of an operation.
Yeah. And then basically got it on there, wheeled it back over to the El Camino.
Yeah.
Took the the top part out, and then lifted it basically onto the top of the top of this.
The chest, yeah.
And then I had to get a running start and basically push it up the driveway. And I had to put a piece of cardboard at the bottom just so it wouldn't get hung up on like the little like gutter, like the little ledge.
Yeah.
Got it in there, pulled it all apart. In the assembly, there's no assembly on these things.
It's just fully already made.
Yeah. Just clip them to each other. It's great.
It is these are huge. So if you think of a tool chest, I mean, if this tool chest rolled down the stairs, it would kill the wet bandits.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Went to
if Kevin McAllister
put a crease in their nose.
Kevin McAllister rolled this down the stairs, it would fucking kill him. Hey Marv, what's that? That's a tool chest rolling down the flight of stairs.
And then, today I basically
it's my garage. I have to protect it.
I had this chest since Sunday,
mm-hmm.
But I had been wheeling it in and out just when I was working in here, and I hadn't really put anything in it yet. So today I basically went through all my tools, cleaned them because they've been dirty working on the El Camino, put them in here and organized and labeled.
Yeah.
And then after that, I pulled out like my workbench. I actually moved my original workbench to the other side of the garage, moved some other things, and put in this 8-foot table
mm-hmm.
that I got also. And damn,
yeah, you're just
trying to get
quite the setup here.
Yeah, just trying to, and I think I'm I'm not organized, not very organized,
mm-hmm.
judging by everything else in here, right? And because you've spent 2.5 years in this garage,
yeah.
But this is already working for me. I'm like, fuck, where's the goddamn measuring tape?
Giant tool chest that has everything in it. Yeah, instead of like, a bunch of toolboxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere, and I won't put the tools back in those boxes.
Yeah, because you put it in, then like you might put it like you don't put it in the same spot, or you just throw it in the thing, and then
you forget what box you put it in, and yeah.
So it forces me, like I had loaded up and put everything in there, and I'm like, oh, I need a measuring tape. I know exactly where 3 fucking measuring tapes are because I've had to buy multiple measuring tapes.
They're all in the same drawer.
And they're all in the same drawer now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's great, and I think that I'm on the road to recovery.
No, I don't
know why I sound like Bill Clinton just now.
I
promise I will be a good boy.
By the time I'm 32 years old,
I will have a tool chest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Daddy.
Not a day sooner. But so I'm so about that. Yeah. I'm really into that. It's like buying cabinets or whatever I have from IKEA. And it's the same way. I have drawers set aside for my camera stuff. I have it for my computer cables, whatever. I have like my guitar, or my like random tapes and like fucking like, glues and shit all in one that I need for like whatever. All in like they're all separated, so I know which drawer to pull out and to find. And it's similar to you but you have actual legit tools and stuff like that. So that's it is like a sight to be seen here because I think it's like massive.
Well, I think
it looks like one of those. If anybody's familiar with like the Mario series, how you would sometimes play games or like the levels where they have like the cartoonishly large like monsters that you're jumping on and killing, or like you're cartoonishly large. That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody like oversized tool chest right next to Kyle. Like I'm looking at like this. I'm like, it looks like I'm like something out of like Mario. It's like that tool chest is like, or like you ever see like somebody drawing with one of those like, cartoony, like, large pencils. Like, that's not real.
Yeah.
But it functions as a pencil. Like that's what it looks like. It's like that's a giant.
I tried to scale it for you. I sent you a picture with like with the base next to it, because actually inside the top little door, you can put a whole base. That's how long the cabinet is.
It's like a workstation on top of the top tool chest part,
and it locks too. So it's like it fits inside. And what's cool is it has a slanted top. So I see a surface and I go, oh, I'm gonna put something on top of that. You can't because it's fucking slanted.
Yeah, so that's good. It'll keep it clear.
Yeah. But I tried to send you the picture, and you're like, "Oh, what's the deal?" But I'm like, "That's the full size base that fits in there."
Yeah, no, that's pretty. It's pretty awesome. I know
and there's still like 2 inches on each side.
Like, oh, that's boring that you guys are talking about a tool chest. But I'm like, no, it's awesome to have something to organize all your shit in.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Because you don't only work on like guitars, but you work on your car, your motorcycles, stuff like that. So have everything in one place. You're like, hey. Here's my shit.
This is my catalyst, basically, to get shit done. Because I've already started working on it. I'm like, don't stop. Because if I stop, it's going to sit. The car's going to sit for another year or whatever. But I actually get this fucking thing done. And I think this is going to be, it's going to help me not basically lose, I don't know, sight. Is that
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just telling myself.
Headway.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I dig it. It's nice.
But the work table tool will work out because I'm gonna work on more pedals and guitars, and it's gonna be great. That's my what's new. What's new with you?
You also had a birthday.
I guess, yeah. Shit, yeah. I had that. I see out in your eyes. I'm like, I think he's gonna say I had a birthday.
I'm like, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't say.
I didn't. It was just a regular day. I had to work all fucking day.
Yeah.
Actually, it was only 7-hour day. I just kind of I cut
out early
because I wanted to work on this shit and
yeah,
do nothing. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Well, I mean, do you have a happy 32nd birthday?
Yeah, it was good. I didn't have while working, I didn't have anyone scream at me or anything. So I'm like, oh, this is
a good day.
Going pretty good.
And people must know it's my birthday.
Yeah, they're waiting for when I'm back.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fine. I didn't really do anything. I just played Modern Warfare after work.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah. What did I get to eat? I'm just
running down my day.
Yeah. Shit, I wanted to get pokey, but Carrie didn't want to get pokey, so I didn't get pokey.
Yeah.
I thought about it. It's my fucking birthday. Oh, well, I'll still eat whatever we're eating.
Am I going to be a bitch? I'm like, no, I'm going to eat whatever because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm not fucking 12 years old. Why did I think that?
I could eat a jam sandwich.
Because I was like, I think I was driving. I'm like, oh, you want to get pokey? And I was text her. She's like,
no.
She's like, no, I don't want pokey. I'm like,
nope, sorry, bye.
Yeah.
Try again.
Oh, we got
tomorrow.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
She wanted Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle is always a good jam.
But they were like the burritos. The burrito was like the same width as this like 12-ounce can.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they're like, like the 24-ounce can. Like they're bigger.
They're way fatter.
Yeah.
So they screwed you over.
Yeah. So I'm like, happy birthday.
Did you tell them it was your birthday?
Yeah, I did. And that's why they did it.
It's like, oh, look here.
Fuck this motherfucker.
You want girth? I don't think so.
Yeah. I'll show you fucking Nerf.
Nerf? Oh, we're going to nerf your burrito.
Nerf or nothing. Yeah. So, I mean, that's my birthday.
Yeah.
So that's cool. What is new with you?
What is new with you? Let's see. I bought a few things.
Oh.
Before I shouldn't have bought those things. So let me say the things that I bought, which are fun, and the things
that you didn't immediately regret, or you did.
I kind of don't regret. It's fine. So there's something I've been wanting for a while, and something I haven't been needing for a while, but I think it's gonna be fucking sick. I'm already stoked on it. So I think we've talked about it before, but one of my favorite pedals is the MXR Carbon Copy.
Yeah.
And then we talked about wouldn't it be sick if they came out with a mini? And in between the regular Carbon Copy and the mini, they came out with the deluxe.
Yeah.
Which it's like a little wider pedal. It's like kind of a two.
Hey, don't shame it.
Yeah. It's
the width of two.
It's a fucking absolute unit. And really,
we talked about it a lot.
Yeah. Really what it does is it adds a tap tempo, and it adds the bright switch on the outside. It gives you tap divisions, mod switches on the outside. So for speed and width of the modulation, because you can add more modulation to the analog delay. And I'm like, that'd be cool to have. I don't need it. Be cool to have. I don't need it. Fuck it. I'm going to get it. So I bought it. And it is sick. It is just cool to have that, like the whole collection pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the bright, which is lame. And there's the
anniversary one,
anniversary gray one, silver one, which is really fucking lame. Or there's the fucking Jimi Hendrix fucking neon bullshit one. I
forgot about that one.
That one is the lamest of the bunch.
Yeah, I don't think he used it. I don't think he used a carbon copy.
I don't think he used a carbon copy. Yeah. So, as we were saying,
that's the hack joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Carbon Copy Deluxe has pretty much it's a kind of a dual space pedal. And it has all of, the options of a carbon copy that you can have. It's all really on the outside of it. Plus an expression pedal and stuff like that for tap tempo. And you can change the tap divisions, which you can do 16ths, 8ths, dotted, quarters, and thirds, and whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, all that shit. And then you can, a bright switch, you can just change that. You can turn the mod switch on and off. Just like on the
really want to hear those.
I know it clicks. And it gives you the speed and width, like I said before, which is, you can adjust the speed and width of the modulation on the carbon copy and the mini, but they are underneath the plate. So you can unscrew the plate and you can change them with like a Phillips head.
Yeah.
And that's not so easy to do. Whereas this is right on the surface with just knobs.
Nice.
And you can turn it on or off or whatever. And a bright switch.
Damn, you can just sell those other two now. You just keep the deluxe.
No, that's the whole point of fucking keeping it. So I don't know. I don't need this, but I was like thinking for a pedal board, I could use this.
All three?
I could just use the one carbon copy deluxe. This is all just a collector's thing. It's at this point.
Fine.
It's like you find like your favorite pedal and you just want to get
now you're back in my world.
All the versions of it. Yeah. And I have no, justification except just I want to collect them all. Yeah. I got to catch them all. So I was really stoked on that. This, anyways, it's something I've been wanting for a really long time. And like I said, I didn't need it, but I'm like, I like it. So I think I'm going to be adding this to a board and playing it a lot more.
I think I need to get some MXR pedals now.
Yeah. To get back on the train.
Yeah, back on.
It's been a while since I bought those. Yeah. So another purchase, which I've been wanting for a while. And I just just did it. I got a new computer chair. For my desk. It's more of a gaming racing chair.
Cool.
So it's like you see a lot of like the YouTubers. A lot of them that I've seen have this brand. It's DX Racer, the gaming chair, the racer gaming chair, and it is pretty fucking comfortable. Nice. It's pretty awesome. It's like it's meant for just like people who are just like I'm sitting down on this thing for hours, just like fucking around.
Nothing
on
with
games.
My life.
Like and like I will ideally will be using that to either watch YouTube or doing editing on Pro Tools or whatever, because I'm just like I kind of guess that like some of my back issues and me sitting and like improper whatever has been due to my office chair that I got pretty much out of the garbage. It's like one step before it hit the garbage. It was like, hey, we're throwing this away. And I'm like, no, I'll take that. I threw it in my truck.
I'll throw it away for you. Ding.
Yeah. Bing.
You wink.
I wink to the camera. I don't think
Who
so.
Are you looking at?
I'm going to use this and fuck up my life.
Somebody scores.
Somebody stop me. So I got a DX Racer gaming chair, which is kind of a lot of money to spend on a chair. So I'm hoping it, so far
You'll
so good.
Recoup some of those losses.
Yeah, just from, sitting and poning noobs.
Yeah, it'll all come back to
Mario Galaxy. I'm like, motherfucker, bitch. But no. So that was like one thing, and like so far, I just got it today. It's really comfy compared to my old chair. I'm like, damn. So this actually has cushion on it. No way.
In the right areas.
Yeah, this actually any cushion at all. This is awesome. Where's my other one? So it's like, oh, here's, I guess, something to put your ass on. Okay, so those were two things that I'm like kind of like extravagant purchases this past week, which I can justify the chair more than the pedal.
Because you already had two of the other pedals?
Yeah, and I had, I guess, one of the other chair, but it was shitty. And then, so this happened, my truck must have been like so jealous of like Johnny buying his new truck. My truck just like
just died.
Yeah, in the middle of like a parking lot. It just like
Wait, so what happened?
It just stopped. Wait, I don't know yet. So I took it. I had to get it. I had to get it towed to a shop to have them look at it. And so far, they have not found out what the problem is yet. Guessing it, talking to you and talking to my dad and even the tow truck driver, he's like, it sounds like a fuel pump. So hopefully it's fuel pump. It's like, they're not too expensive, whatever. So I'm hoping it's not too expensive and not too hard to fix. So
yeah, hopefully it's a super easy thing to fix.
Especially after buying dumb shit.
Yeah. All right, that'll be $60. Oh shit, sorry, no, that'll be $6,000.
That'd be $60,000. But I'm like, for the fucking 04? Yeah, that was like, oh my god damn. So that was a bitch. I basically I was at the like a liquor store parking lot and it just like died. I'm like,
so
okay.
I started drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You poured one out for the car.
Yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, you're under arrest. But my car just died. I'm like, that has nothing to do with this. But we're in quarantine. All right, well, put on a mask and get in the car.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just like, God damn it. After I bought both those things, I'm like, son of a bitch. But yeah, I'm hoping it's not too bad because I'm like, God damn, I could have not bought that pedal or the chair.
Yeah, both those things were not necessary.
Not at all. I'm like, God damn it. And so now I'm bumming rides. I'm like, trying to Uber or borrow, a car or whatever to get to work and around. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I did buy a couple other things that I guess aren't as regrettable as buying a chair and pedal, which are kind of useful. So I bought a new Manfrotto tripod stand for the Zoom H6 here, because the old one that we had, which is a little tiny one, would just tip over every time that we would like kind of podcast.
Move a cable, it's like boop.
Yeah, it would just tip over. Like it'd be like, oh, we're dead. My shoes are gonna fall off.
Yeah,
and it's so it's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider stance here. So I'm like,
you're showing me like the legs even come out farther than.
So it's a little more substantial. So if we added like, I don't know, which this has the capability of doing 6 inputs with like cables and stuff like that.
Dang.
It's not going to tip over. So that was like a kind of a boring what's new, but I'm like super useful for the podcast.
We are earthquake prepared now.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm moving this thing now, moving the table. It's not falling over. This thing is sick. So Manfrotto, the tripod from Amazon, thanks.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. And I also did get a couple of USB A to USB B cables.
Oh, fuck. That's why you're tripping up. I was like, oh, you can't say USB or USA?
Yeah. No. It's USA always, bro.
USA.
USB. USB. No, it's, I got USB A to USB B, like the printer kind of cables.
Yeah.
I got 2 of those because these have been pain in my ass for a while. And so I'm trying to like set up my desk to be a little bit like cleaner, easier setup. So my Fractal X8 is connected to my computer if I wanted to edit things through the X8 editor through USB B to USB A. And it's been like a
USB
really
B, USB A.
I had to like say it like that so I remember. And it is the tiniest cables that they give you that you find. It's like maybe
like 2 feet
or less. And I'm like, it's such a bitch. Took that thing up, especially if I have it on my pedal boards. I have to like configure it in a way to like, I'm like, okay, can you reach? I'm like, okay. Or if I'm trying
to turn
to
things at 90 degrees from what actually using them at.
Or it's like having my like having my laptop kind of like bending, like it's like doing like a grind on my desk. And I'm like, okay. And then also like if I'm hooking up a printer, which I don't have I don't have it set up all the time. So like, and also like connected to like a 2 foot or less cable. It's like, God damn it. Now my printer is just on the edge, like doing like a 50-50 grind.
No slide.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know what would be great? I was just sitting in bed one day. I'm like, if I had longer cables, do they make those? Yes, of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I'm like, they cost like $5.
Damn.
Like, why am I so fucking stupid that I never bought? So I bought a 15-foot one. I bought a 10-foot one, and they're both color coded.
It's so long,
so much space. So I have like 15-foot cable. So if I wanted to have my pedal board set up not right next to my computer, I could just have it set up like, hey, what is comfortable for you? 15 feet away from the computer, we can do that.
Yeah.
And like your printer, if you want to set up in the hallway, we can do that. It's just like, anyway, so it's just like, a little quality of life improvements, I guess, which those weren't like the Manfrotto thing and like the cables. But I'm like, dude, just to set up your desk and your workspace, I'm like, why haven't I done that? Yeah. Like, is there like shit that you want to do for your computer? Because I know your computer is more definitely a workhorse as well. as far as music and work and games and stuff like that? Is there like shit that you're just like, I don't know, getting fucked over on? You're like, whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna have I'll have my headphones connected through I don't know, 6-inch cable.
Well, that makes you think. Like the cable that came with the Focusrite, I think is like 1.5 feet or So I have it at an angle, like I was saying, so it doesn't sit. I can't have it there's space on the other side of the monitor. That would be perfect. Yeah, I'd love to put it just like another foot away. Yeah, but it has to sit at an angle, and then like the MIDI cable, because like the MIDI cables go into the and I should have bought longer MIDI cables for the to connect the the Korg.
You wish, yeah.
I know. Yeah, I got one of those too. I didn't want to talk about the Korg. So it's like it's sitting at this angle. I'm like, it just, I don't know.
You're living with it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's fine, and have it sitting on an MXR box.
Yeah, just get new cables. Like they're like $5 or like $10 or $15 at the most or whatever. Free shipping on Amazon.
Yeah.
Know your worth, King. Come on. Know your worth, young kings. Come on. Like get new cables. Improve your life. It is so much easier. And then like your cable management underneath. Yeah. I was doing that this week too. With power and shit like that underneath my desk.
There's so many cables into that Focusrite. Mm-hmm. There's the monitors. There's 2 MIDI cables. Mm-hmm. So there's 4, and then there's the USB, and then there's I usually leave the microphone plugged in the front port, and then so I have 2 ports on the front. There's I have mic left, and then I have guitar on the right side. So I just have them. So I have like, I don't know, that's 8 cables plugged in.
Yeah, it looks like spaghetti on your desk.
It's an odd number. So it's like 7 or something.
Yeah.
Or 9. I don't know. I wasn't counting. But yeah, it looks bad. So I probably should start with that. And then I leave like shit over there, like I have pedals on the desk. Like that doesn't lend to helping anything. So yeah,
Fresca cans.
Yeah, I got 2 empty Fresca cans. Don't worry, they're empty. I crushed those earlier.
They're right at the corner, so if they get knocked over, they're going to spill shit on the floor.
No. Well, at least on the computer.
But yeah, no, that was like one thing for me. I was like, dude, why didn't I do that sooner?
Yeah.
Like think of shit that's like set up your life and make it easier. I got a USB 3 port too, which is actually pretty cheap in comparison. Like I had some like hand-me-down shit that I got from like my sister's like ex-boyfriend from over a decade ago that I just like kept. I'm like, this old piece of shit, like a USB port. I'm plugging everything into that.
Jesus.
Because it's like I didn't want to buy one, so I bought a nicer USB 3 port to transfer more
from like
data.
07, 06?
Something like that. And it's like USB 3 is out now. So use that.
That was like USB 1.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah. And this is boring computer shit. But I'm like, yeah, transfer your data quicker and use better cables. And you have, I don't know, longer cables if you need it. Like, don't just like sacrifice your bullshit workspace to be like, oh, whatever, I have a cable that I like found. Yeah. I'm like, just buy one that works better for you. Anyways, that's legit boring. But I'm like, I'm so proud of that. The chair and the Carbon Copy Deluxe I like, and it's more interesting, but like I'm kind of like, fuck, I shouldn't have bought that. But let's move on to some topics. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this one is pretty, I don't know, I like clickbaity bullshit that I was like, oh, this is kind of like bland, but it's interesting. I believe I saw it on like Gear Talk or something like that. Somebody's just like, here's a topic starter. It's something at a party. I'm like, what do you start? I'm like, what's a $100 pedal or like sub $100 pedal that you think everybody should own? I think that kind of goes with the Carbon Copy. That's like one of the best delays. They can be pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I know Sean Wright from Lollygagger got one for pretty cheap. And he's like, I never really thought about it.
$40 or something.
He got it for like smoking deal. So it's a smoking deal. And he's like, yeah, these are actually pretty good. He's like, I know he's not much of a delay guy. But he's like, oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
And same thing, like to me, it's like one of my favorites because it's like so bulletproof, not just like in the construction because it's like heavy as fuck.
8 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're going to break my trash can you threw it into.
It's hard to get a bad sound out of it.
Yeah.
So like That's the easy one. It's carbon copy because they're so cheap, and even new, they're like probably like $100, $120.
Yeah.
Which don't buy them new. They're used all damn day. So, what are some other like sub $100 pedals that you can think of?
Thinking in the MXR universe, the analog chorus is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's the light blue one. Sparkle.
For overdrive.
That one is kind of that one is kind of like a turnoff, like looking wise, because it
doesn't have the MXR knobs on it.
That, and also it has so many knobs on it. Like, sorry, as far as like
low cut,
people who are like, oh, I'm kind of think of like a CE2 kind of thing, but like that has 5 knobs on. What?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, way more controls, but they're super easy to figure out.
Yeah. It's after you get the high and low cut, you have everything else just like on a regular chorus pedal. Sugar Drive. I guess for drives, but what would be another one that you'd think of?
Blues Driver.
Oh, yeah. Like $75.
Yeah.
Or under.
Just stock Blues Driver sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
And you can mod them easy to make them sound better.
Easy for you to say. You don't know what I did.
Well,
I could bypass the whole circuit in there.
It does nothing but turn on and has
this LED light.
But I mean, like they can get kind of high end, not fizzy, but like they can get like shrill.
Yeah.
And or you can just adjust tone real quick and change that. But the mods that you do kind of give you more usable tone without getting shrill and crazy. Because I don't know who would want to use that, but who knows? Maybe super dark pickups or whatever. But yeah, Blues Driver is definitely one that I think of.
I'm really trying to stay out of the MXR world, but I'm I don't know. There's a lot of really good pedals.
Yeah.
So the Diavolo, I think it's Diavolo.
Oh yeah. It was like those were the custom shop.
There's Il Torino. Yeah. So there's like the custom shop pedals are kind of like lesser known. I mean, so they're not custom, it's just custom, I guess.
It was like what they called a custom shop or whatever. But those all the 3 that you have are really good.
Yeah, and the Shinjuku, couldn't remember the name, but the Shinjuku is also, and I believe all of those are all under $100.
No, I mean I did borrow
the 3, right?
Il Diavolo
or Il Torino, Diavolo, and the Shinjuku.
Yeah. I dug all those a lot.
Yeah.
The Shinjuku is more of like a Dumble.
Yeah.
And I like that one the least.
Really? Okay.
Which I thought was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's good. Like, cause I think I saw Fluff play it and like Rabia. I'm like, oh, they make it sound cool. I'm going to, I'm like, this one is probably the least me sounding one.
Yeah. Well,
it's very bassy, but yeah.
Il Torino is like, has a boost also in there. Has a clean or a dirty boost.
Yeah.
If you want, you just hit the switch.
Yeah, I think MXR came out with those, and it was supposed to be like, oh, here's our like twisty mustache, pinky up kind of pedals, and they just didn't take off. But they are so good.
Yeah,
get all 3 of those. I say Shinjuku was my least favorite, but that was like just to say it was more of a.
Well, it's because you're a bastard. Still,
if you're gonna say anything bad about something, that means you're like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It is.
You're pedalist.
Yeah. Pedal this. It's more bassy kind of thing.
So if you like bassy shit, boom, that's your game.
I think a lot of people are into that. It's like think of like people who like Fenders and kind of like that bluesy type of like rock stuff. That's more your jam. But yeah, no, this MXR is no slouch for sure.
Do Soul Food.
Yes,
Soul Food's great. So for those Klon
pre-mod is still pretty good.
Yeah, pre-mod's good.
Yeah.
I need to break mine out again.
Yeah, no, you had that, and I'm like, dude, this thing sounds fucking killer. It sounds, I haven't really gotten into a lot of EHX type of stuff.
I think you can get was it the Reverb, the Ocean's 11, the regular one for under $100 now.
Oh, what was that? The other one? Was it like the
the one they just came out with?
No. What was the older one that you had?
Oh, the Holy Grail?
Holy Grail.
Yeah. That one sounded good until I broke it.
Yeah.
That one sounded so fucking good
what
until
happened
I broke
with that?
I have to put in a dip switch. That's basically what happened. Is The way they assemble these things is they literally put like all the switches into the circuit, into the enclosure, and then they set the PCB into it, and then they solder everything. And so you have like, if you go to pull it out, it won't come out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to pull this thing out, and I'm like, all right, I'm just forcing out, and it just like when you broke that switch on your guitar, that's what happened when I pulled.
Well, I didn't break no switch.
I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid no ghost.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Yeah. No, you fucking broke the shit.
Yeah, I totally did.
That's what I did.
It's like the switch just exploded. Yeah.
And then I thought I bought the right little switch on there, the 3PT or whatever it was.
Mm.
It was too big, so the connectors didn't match up. So it's still waiting for another day, you know.
Yeah, and now you got the workbench here. You can get that.
Probably do it.
That one up and going again.
Yeah, I need to figure out why when I purchased the switch it was the wrong one, because it's like that was what it read on the side of the switch. I'm like, oh well, get it wrong, too big.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like other Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I owned one for a very short time.
Yeah,
not a bad sound either.
Yeah,
that would be a great one.
Well, Corona chorus.
That one sucks.
You hated it.
It fucking sucks.
It's in that same enclosure style too.
And it was like the same, like was it the Tone Print or whatever one that you can zap from your phone to through the pickups to the.
Well, you like the flashback.
Yeah, I like that one too. So the flashback mini and the Hall of Fame, the full size, which I'm assuming the Hall of Fame mini would also be really cool. Yeah, those are all super cheap. Great. Corona chorus fucking sucks.
I never played it, so I can't really talk shit, but
every sitting sounded shitty.
Yeah.
And this was before they updated their app to where it actually works.
Yeah.
Fucking sucked. It was, oh my God. Like, not even like the bit of like, Corona, that's the virus. That's the chorus. Ah!
It sounds like shit because it is shitty.
Oh my God. That's the worldwide. What, you Gomer pile now?
Hey.
It was so bad. It sucked. But no, TC does some good shit. I mean, this is just becoming of like, oh, what are some cheap pedals that we can talk about? I would say, gotta get a Tube Screamer. Everybody's like, Tube Screamer, I'll try something that's different because I'm unique. Fucking Tube Screamer works,
well, you can get, I think I said it, but we didn't elaborate, the GTOD from MXR.
Yes.
Or the...
which you need to get another one.
Yeah. The Wild. I have that one still.
Yeah.
The Zach Wild overdrive.
Fuck yeah. No, you should just get one of those because
I have
it. Bullseye, baby.
I still have that
That's
one.
What, I'm talking to the listeners.
Oh.
Get one of those.
Well, I thought you were talking to me. You were looking at me. You weren't looking at the listeners.
Yeah, listener. I'm like, yeah, the Zach Wild overdrive. Because I'm like, this is it's the same fucking thing, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's like it's a Tube Screamer, and then it's just like one is like more of like a bright green.
Yeah. Cooler graphic than the other.
Yeah. Oh, a little more, like here's a military looking graphic. Whereas like the Zach Wild's like, here's like, a gothic looking, like old century, like, English font.
Yeah.
Zach Wild Bullseye for some reason. And then here's like,
because he's a target on everyone. He's got a target on his back.
Yeah. No, those are sick for sure.
That was my Alex Jones voice. Sorry.
It's hard out.
No vampires.
I mean, no, I would say Tube Screamer, get some variant of that because it's just going to work. As far as like fuzz goes, I mean, I'm not a fan of it. Is what I'm trying to say, but I'm like, I can't speak too much of it. I think a lot of people like big muffs, but I don't like that. I'd say like a tone bender because they're a little bit more easier. I don't know. They have more of a usable range as far as like, it can get like usable as far as like, fitting in a mix, and then also can get wild on you. So
wild. Yeah.
More of like sputtery kind of shit. So I like that as far as a fuzz, but I'm like, that could be something. I'm like, okay, if you guys have like, what's a fuzz under $100 that people should, check out?
Was it the Big Muff op amp? Isn't that one?
I guess, but I don't really know that. But I'm like, I'm saying people should like leave that like comment in the group or like comment on the Facebook, the page and the Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know a fuzz. What's a good fuzz that people should own that's under $100? I don't know.
None.
Do you have
None
fuzz?
Of them. No, fuzz to me is like the most overrated effect.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into that right now.
But yeah, that could be another
That's
topic
another
for another
can
day.
Of worms.
I just was thinking of like what's one under $100 that people should own. I just raise my shoulders. I don't know.
Well, there's some other fuzzes that I like.
I just don't really know. I can't really speak to them.
But I don't really use them. I like when I'm just messing around, but I've never like, oh, I want to throw a fuzz on this recording. Or
all right. So and that was a little quick one there, but another quick one because I think we had a long what's new. Whatever. Hey, we got a lot to say.
That could sue me. Okay,
sue me.
Don't.
All right?
Please don't.
Don't sue me.
I got to pay for my truck.
Yeah, I gotta. If
I gotta finish my El Camino.
I gotta get my truck out of Hawk. All right, so this is something that I wrote down a long time ago that it just kind of just opened. Knobs.
What'd you call me?
Do you have like your favorite one, or like knobs that you like, knobs that you don't like, of like pedals of guitars or whatever? Because I know sometimes that for you is like a look.
Yeah.
That you like, what dictates that type of style for you, or like this is gonna be the knob that pulls the whole look together.
Should I do the ones I hate first?
Go for it.
All right.
Like the topic was knobs, but if you can go off it, give it to me.
I don't like chicken head knobs.
Really?
No.
Those are my favorite.
I hate them.
Not my favorite. Those are like some of the cooler ones. Not my favorites. I'm gonna say that.
I love them because they make me hungry.
Yeah, I'm just like chicken head. That's kind of like me.
No, I do not like the way they look.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on a guitar. I think they're okay on some pedals, but I just do not like them.
I think they look cool on like the EVH amps, the Fender amps.
I guess on amps they look more.
I'm thinking maybe
like a stationary object.
I'm thinking amps.
Yeah, I think they're all right.
As guitars, I'm like, I guess
funky on a guitar.
I like was it like the guitarist from Fall Out Boy had like a Telecaster Deluxe or something like that had like a pickup position switch, which was a chicken head knob instead of like the flicking, instead of like the 3-way toggle that you would be like, oh, I'm gonna flip to like the middle or whatever. He's like, because I didn't want to do that because I would like fucking strum and da. But this way, I'm like, I wanted to intentionally go to these positions I could.
Yeah, for volume or tone, it's like you don't need to know what you're pointed towards. Like I think it's funny when guitar knobs have numbers on them. It's like you just need to know if you're up, and then you can back down. Like you don't really need to look down. I don't think.
Yeah,
like, you feel it out.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with tone. It's like
like you kind of can hear it. Nobody's looking at like those guitar players, because I'm like, I'm not one of them. But I've seen guitar players that play that like they look and they roll down with their pinky. I'm like,
roll down to 9.
We're here,
8.5.
Like I'm feeling it, and like, oh, we're in the jam now. Oh, roll the tone back a little bit. They're not looking at their guitar. I'm like, I'm at 8. Okay, they're just feeling it out or hearing it out.
I mean, for me, I just run it all the way hot.
Yeah, or you roll it all the way down.
Exactly.
You want a good taper, but you're not looking like I'm at 8 now.
Yeah.
7. I'm at 6. I'm at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's just one I really hate.
The chicken knobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that I'm on amps. Like I said, I'm like, okay, I think I've seen the chicken knobs on, which I think comes standard on the EVH, like 5153s, like the newer ones. But I've seen somebody, I think on Reddit maybe, or maybe even live, who has replaced the knobs with colored knobs.
Huh.
And so they kind of indicate whichever channel they're on. So they know, like, oh, this EQ section is for the green channel. And so they change it to green knobs. This EQ section is for the red channel, blah, blah, blah. This gain, whatever, is for blue. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It looks they're all cool. Chicken heads still, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm like, I've seen somebody who did, I think we were on tour and it was in Portland. One of the guys had like a Fender DeVille or whatever. And then he did like a, rainbow.
Nice.
Of just chicken head knobs on his like DeVille, changed them all out to like say the same style that's on the DeVille, but he changed them to like a rainbow. So like red to,
violet.
Yeah. Well, I want to say blue, but violet. He turned it, into like a rainbow. Like, and I'm like, that looks cool. But I'm like, oh, that made it so much more interesting. But it would be like me going to like, I'm going to change, fuck. Okay, which one? I'm going to change purple to this. So I don't know. I don't have a problem with chicken head. So that's me sticking up for him.
Or what's one that you don't like then? You like them all.
Yeah.
You bastard.
No, I want to say like the Strat ones.
All right. The witch's hat style?
Yeah. And I think it's the white Strat ones because they just remind me of cheap Squire ones that I had when I was growing up.
Yeah.
The ones that I always like fucked up or like I think I remember trying to paint them and they would just like, just like get shittier and shittier. And I was like, these fucking suck. And I'm like, and then when I finally like got like the same style ones, so it's only the white ones. So like,
get the black or
I like the black ones that I have on my P base, and then I have a red one that I got, and I threw it on my red Strat just because I'm like, it's a red Strat. So I put a red knob on there, and it's the same style like Strat knob, but I'm like the white ones just look cheap, and I think it's the same thing of like the all white pick guard.
Yeah,
that's not even like white, black, white.
Yeah, I saw that on a guitar recently. I'm like, why? I'm like, that's a cool telly.
Yeah,
but you have a white pick guard,
like stark white. I'm like, you had so much to do. I'm like, yeah. So
could at least have the 3-ply,
3-ply. Yes, it makes such a huge difference. I'm like, God damn it, that looks so cheap.
Yeah,
just because that's what they put on Squires.
Well, I have the witch's hat style, like the Strat style shape on the Super Strat, but they're like metal.
Yes,
they're like chromed.
Yes, I think it's just the white.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be me. It's gonna be the white witch hat or whatever Strat style ones.
Because I've been on the fence of buying brass ones from Forney Customs here in San Diego area. They have brass ones. I'm like, I could polish those up and make them look gold and put them on that gold, the telly I'm working on, the walnut one.
Yeah, the walnut one.
It wouldn't really match.
Well, what you kind of put a knob on there now.
Yeah, it's the Tiesco or Tisco knob or a Marshall knob.
You're going between those two.
Yeah.
I like the one that you threw on there. And even like the one that you threw on your Meteora build, which is kind of like it was like a really deep,
it's a
like gold
speed knob with like a copperish looking
copper gold kind of deal.
Yeah, and black. So like almost like a burst looking kind of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I really like. When I saw it on a guitar, and I'm like, I have to have that on the Meteora, which you have. I went to look at it. I'm like, oh,
God damn it, it's gone. I really like the MXR knobs, the fluted ones or whatever. I like how they have like some of them have like that like I don't know, the Jim Dunlop or whatever.
Yeah,
like rubber.
Dude, those are great. The little cover on there.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
That would be cool to put on a guitar.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I like it on a pedal. I don't know. We'd have to look, but I'm like, even these like MXR like fluted knobs on a guitar.
You don't think it'd look cool?
That wouldn't be my jam.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try it, but I might have some in the mail.
Who knows? On a bass, I like it because on jazz basses, I have one.
Yeah.
So I'm like on guitars, I've never seen it. I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So everybody's gonna be like, yeah, on these guitars, you fucking idiot. I'm like, you're right. I'm like, there's not a whole one more time. There's not a whole lot of knobs I don't like.
Yeah.
Now you can cut that part out.
Jesus.
But I don't know. I think it's just the Strat white ones. Even like was it the like metal telly ones?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are some of my favorite.
Put those on like any Fender guitar, totally fine. Totally
I like the heavy like steel knobs.
Yeah,
they feel great when you're spinning them.
Yeah, totally throw those on any type of Fender, and they're totally fine because your P bass has like the heavier kind of like telly knobs or whatever. Totally works. Totally fine.
Even if one has the S1 switch that doesn't have the S1 switch anymore.
Yeah, you pulled that out and it's like
still a hole in the top. Who cares?
And then although that wouldn't work out so well or be cool on Les Pauls.
Yeah.
It would look too modern on something like that.
It kind of
doesn't work, which is weird.
Knobs.
Yeah.
Or
the speed knobs I like a lot on.
Or like the witch's hat shape, but I don't know what they call them.
I like those a lot less. Those remind me too much of like the cheaper Gibsons.
Oh, really?
Whereas like the speed knobs remind me of like yeah, these are, even though they have them on studios, which is like a cheaper Gibson. It's like, yeah, these are up there. So both of my Gibsons have like speed knobs, which are like, one of them's kind of cracked down the middle, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. I still like those a lot. The speed knobs, I don't know, are like the whole point of like, oh, roll them up and down, roll them down. I just like the look of it because they're black and they look nice.
Well, the grabber has like 2 speed knobs on it, and they're numbered, but they're just black and white. And I like the way those feel. They're just, I don't know what it is, where it's like the thick piece of plastic where it's like this just a little bit narrower than your finger, but it like grabs on because it's like, smooth enough.
But I mean, I guess I'm not one to be using the knobs all that much on guitar while I'm playing. Yeah,
I like Walrus. Yes. Walrus knobs are great. They have like the knurled edge to them. They're small. They're cool because they're black. They got a white line on them so you can see them. I think I've talked about it before, but I got that mini log, the Korg, and it came with all of those knobs already. I'm like, what the fuck? He didn't even say it in the post. I think the picture was of the old knobs. He's like, oh, sorry, man, I didn't say it, but it's coming with all the old knobs. I'm like, no, I'm keeping these ones. These are great.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Earthquaker. I'm not, whatever. I don't really care about those too much. They're small and divoted. I think they're the Davies knobs.
Yeah. I don't care too much for Boss ones, actually. I think they look cheap to me.
Okay.
Really, you can put like I don't know, like different knobs on there, and even if you don't like change the pedal at all, or like do
mod it or anything.
mod or anything, and like just change the knobs, and you're like, oh man, this pedal is now upgraded. Baby. But anyway, we're fizzling out here. I was just like a random like topic I had of like, oh yeah, I always want to talk about knobs. That was all I had written on my notes. But let's get on out of here. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Facebook. Just search the Tone Jerks and you will find us. And then we have a page. You can like that, but join the group. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's at the Tone Jerks. We're posting cool shit on the reg. And, if you like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you can, get an extra episode every week. And, the support is really appreciated because we just had to, re-up on our Podbean yearly fee. And I appreciated that you guys helped pay for that. So thank you
so much.
So fucking much. Not even just like a song and dance. I mean, here's the end of the show. Let me do my fucking spiel. It really helps us out. So thank you so much. But we wanted to give you a shout out, a little sizable acknowledgement here. Kyle, you got a list? You want to give it to me, baby?
I got it right here. So it is starting off with Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Gann, and Doug Christ. Abe Newman, Michael Newman,
like a big breath.
Aaron Taylor, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger.
It seems like you were doing them in low registers. You should probably do them all low.
Do high? What'd you say?
Like a low. Just jump back and forth. Low
Joseph and like my pedals. No.
Well, you from?
We have Lil Wayhue.
Lil Wayhue.
That's his rapping name.
Lil Wayhue. That got me good.
Will Lehue and RJ from the Just Surprise Me podcast. We have Rom Yorn, Jamie Davis, Jim Bowers, Johnny Ray, Steve Mike, Steve Ralph from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars.
Hey, is it hot in here? Fuck.
I close all the windows.
Yeah.
And the doors.
The wall.
Yeah, I'm sweating here.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's going to be summer. Dude, I'm getting cooped up. It's hot in here.
Okay. Sorry, dude.
No, I guess read the name. Sorry.
Well, we could pop it open, but we're almost done. I'm about to kick your ass out.
I think I'm going to pop this shirt off. That's what I'm going to do.
You're like Dennis from It's Always Sunny. He always talks about popping his shirt off.
Yeah, pop the shirt off. You know what, Kyle? You should pop that shirt.
Change your mind. Pop this shirt off.
You should pop that shirt off, too.
Yeah. Popping up the top of this esophagus.
No.
All right.
You pop those shorts off, too.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm wearing my basketball shorts, so I'm already prepared for the heat. You can't hang with the Miami
heat. Is on.
Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast. Brett, Alexander, Alvaro Villamontes, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Leon from Pelican Noiseworks, Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, Sean Fahey, Sean Arbo from Gun Straight Wiring Shop, Sean Wright. There's a lot of Seans, too.
A lot of Sean.
A lot of Seans, a lot of Dougs, a lot of Nicholases.
No Kyles.
A lot of Steves. Yeah, no Kyles. I should probably contribute.
Oh, there's only one Kyle, yeah.
There's only room for one.
No Kyles allowed. We have one.
Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig.
Say loud, say proud.
Mike Coxbig. Oh, they're talking about me. Zach Hale. And Eric Merrill from YouTube. That's Merrow. Yeah.
Search them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out, everybody. We're out of here.
All right,
bye-bye.